This is the Turing Test. We're here on Xbox Series X. Be sure to like the video.
What do you mean?
Subscribing is great as well. So what are we getting here? 1080p, 30 FPS. Now, auto HDR as well. Now, normally, I think that would be a big issue for people, perhaps, but this is definitely a game where it is puzzle focused, and I don't know if it's necessarily something that really demands or calls for higher frame rates. I'm just saying that because I know some people don't give games a chance in that regard, but this is actually like a really, really good game. I thoroughly enjoyed this one in regards to what it does and the gameplay concepts within it. So yeah, okay, let's dive into this. Again, like I reviewed this, I played it many years ago, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. So basically, you're taking control of Ava Turing or Ava Turing, and you are moving through these puzzles that have been set up strangely on this. You're on Europa, and you're trying to figure out what happened. Where are the regular people that are supposed to be here? What's going on? And it's got a great mystery, and it plays really well with the concepts of what a Turing test is. So like, it's basically a concept of like, explores they say it the best, the phenomena of consciousness and challenges the meaning of human intuition. I think I said that, totally butchered that. The pneumia? The pneumia of consciousness? So it's something that dives into the concept of like what a human can solve with logic and what something that is wanting to be human can solve, because it lacks the ability to have logic. And, it's probably really confusing to say that. And just keep in mind that this is like the opening, like level 1 area when you're first kind of getting in and figuring things out. But like, it's a lot of like a logic talk between these characters in order to figure things out and understand stuff along the way. That opens that door. But the whole concept is the puzzles and the stuff you do is, it's a concept that could something that lacks the ability to think with the logic that a human does be able to solve the puzzles and the problems that exist here in this particular scenario. That is the idea that they are doing with this game, and it's really interesting to me that that is the case. Why can I not take the sticky piece of this out? I'm already caught for logic. But yeah, it's a really neat puzzle game because of the challenges and whatnot that are present in the different missions you do. See, that I can take back, and then I can put it here. But very confused by this one for some reason. I don't know why. This should be pretty simple because we're just starting here. But like, yeah, it plays around with the concepts of like what you should be able to solve through your logic. Is there like a way to like over logic this? I feel like I'm not thinking this correctly. Huh. Why am I not doing this correctly? Sorry, I am totally just like perplexed by this for some reason. I'm overthinking this, I think, is the biggest issue. I am overthinking the logic here. So this can obviously go up there and open that door. And you are required for this door to open. Can I like throw you over this ledge? Oh, Well, I guess I failed the Turing test. We'll pick a different chapter because I'm just embarrassing myself. But yeah, lots of different chapters. Let's go into Sector 13 because I'm sure going to an even more hard thing will be, better. But these are tests that are designed in a way only a human could solve them. So it's an evolving story based on mankind's inherent need to explore, protect, and survive. So you kind of over time figure out
what are their chances of survival here?
Why this has been set up in the way that it has been set up.
Everything seems to be in order.
The concepts of it, your companion robot thing, what it thinks about everything that's going on, and everything that's revealed to you, at least to me, is just like, it's utterly fascinating. It really truly was a game where I kind of sat there and I'm like, very engaged with it, very interested in the conversation between the characters, which you're probably not hearing a whole lot of because I'm talking, but I hope that kind of makes sense. Just the concepts at play here, to me, were really, really quite cool. And obviously it's a bit lower res now, and, but it is a kind of a straightforward puzzle type of setup, where you're trying to figure out the challenges and get the logic going as you explore these different places. Oh, wow. Now we've got 2 of these. Wait, so this can suck this thing up? Oh. Interesting. Very, very interesting. That's what I'm saying, is like just the puzzle solving and stuff, to me, is so intriguing in this game. And it was a very, very well done title, was my thing. I really, really liked what it had to offer. I liked the challenges, I liked the setup of it, I liked the different rooms, I liked the different weird things that you were trying to do in order to get your missions done. Okay, so yeah, by the end of this one, you actually have to get all 3 things charged in order to be able to successfully actually finish this particular mission. Oh yeah, no, that one definitely. Huh. Yeah, I quite like the idea of this. This is really interesting. But you're supposed to be able to think, outlast, outwit, and overtake the different challenges within, so that you can figure out, the mystery of, like, what happened, what's going on here. And I think the puzzles you could actually all solve and figure out, like I did years ago. I'm just too lazy at the moment while doing this and talking to do them.
To help me, Ava. The ground team have cut me off from most of the facility.
Yeah, and then it's like the robot's talking to you about the scenario that's going on, the AI, and the panic of things. It really is, to me, just such a fascinating concept throughout. Just like what you're supposed to do, what the challenge of it all is. It's really, really cool. I want to get through the door. But yeah, they really do play around with the idea of, like, how do you figure this puzzle out? Like, nothing in this game is something that, like, is beyond the realms of something you should be able to figure out. I'm sure you can follow guides online if you get stuck or something. I actually reviewed this one, so I had to actually sit there and figure it out years ago. Again, using logic, which is kind of funny, because I'm not being very logical right now. But what I'm really trying to say is it's a cool game. It's something that's worth your time. It's something that's worth figuring out. I think you can have a lot of fun playing it. I think you can find this one to be a really intriguing game that is, at the moment, causing me slight frustration as I try to figure things. I feel like I'm smarter than this. I really feel like I'm smarter than this. Am I supposed to delay something so that I can get through to this thing? Drives me crazy. But anyways, it's a cool game. It's a neat game. If you like Portal, you like stuff like that, this one's intriguing. And it's just a very, very different title I wanted to highlight.